Pat, Israeli army battalions and border police boosted their show of forces on the West Bank today. Chief of Staff Benny Gantz called in the reinforcements after the death of a Palestinian official at a protest Wednesday. Palestinians claim his death is a war crime, but the autopsy team says it was a coronary blockage. As John Wagi explains, that hasn't quieted Palestinian anger.
Doctors from Israel, Jordan, and the Palestinians ruled that a heart attack killed Ziad Abu Ain, a Palestinian cabinet minister who died during clashes with Israeli soldiers. Demonstrators say they were going to plant olive trees near an Israeli West Bank community when Israel used tear gas against them. Here, just before he dies, a clearly agitated Abu Ain says, "They attack us. This is the occupation of terror. This is a terrorist army terrorizing the Palestinian people." Witnesses said soldiers beat Abu Ain, but in this video of the incident, it looks more like coronary distress. Abu Ain slumps to the ground with Israeli soldiers around him. Later, he is carried away. Palestinians want Israel to pay.
It is a proof that Israel understands only the language of force, and it should be taken immediately to the International Criminal Court for the war crimes they are committing against the Palestinian people.
Perhaps not surprisingly, Abu Ain's portfolio included planning Palestinian demonstrations against Israel. The incident comes at a bad time for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. On the same day, his chief political opponents formed a party alliance against him. And in one poll, the Labour Party is even ahead of his Likud party for the elections next March. An even more disturbing new poll affects all Israelis. 80% of Palestinians surveyed in the West Bank and Gaza say they support the recent increase in terror attacks in Jerusalem. Those attacks included the hacking and stabbing deaths of rabbis at prayer and a car plowing into a crowd at a train stop that killed an infant American-Israeli girl. The poll also showed 86% of Palestinians believe Israel endangers the Al-Aqsa Mosque on the Temple Mount. And more than half would like to see a new Palestinian uprising or intifada. After Abu Ain's death, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas threatened to stop security cooperation with Israel in the West Bank. Israel says that could make a bad situation even worse.
The talk about increasing the violence doesn't help de-escalate the situation. I think we have to be responsible parties of what's going on in the ground and prevent that escalation from actually happening. We are doing what we can in order to do so. It would be good if the Palestinians send that same message.
Despite the medical conclusions about Abu Ain's death, a message of confrontation is the one likely to resonate in the West Bank. John Wagi, CBN News, Jerusalem.